Так, ну-ка. Громковато, конечно. Нет, какие дела? Блядь, обратно. Обратно, обратно. Настройки. Звук. А тут, понял. Так пойдет. Управление. Сразу поковыряем с клавиатурой и мышь. Там видно все? Вроде видно. Вперед, назад, лево, право, бег, ходьба, бег. Кап. Это капс, я так понял. Ходьба, бег. Очень удобно, блядь, и ходить, и бегать на одну и ту же. Не ту кнопку поставил. Нет, давай вот так. Позвать напарника. Поговорить у... Подожди, может на геймпаде поиграть? Слушай. Чё я... Около мыши. Здесь же стрелять практически не нужно будет. Давай-ка посмотрим. Игровой контроль. Добраться в кл. Скорость мыши, скорее мыши. Нет, нет инверсии по Six. Да ладно, может есть? Ну-ка, надо свернуться и проверить. LA, Noire, Invert, X, S6. Axis, не помню. А, Да ну нахуй. Ну-ка. А могу я, кстати, сделать это вот здесь? Ну-ка, ну-ка. А, где это, где это? Устройство. Может, здесь могу? Xbox, свойства. Не-не-не. А, Параметры игровых устройств управления. Что это? Свойства. Ага. Нет, видимо, никак не поменять. Пиздец, да ладно. Да. Может, мод какой-то есть? Пизда. Ну, рили, блядь. Rockstar, вы чё такие ёбнутые? Я ебешь. Ну-ка. Ой, сука, ну какой бред, блядь, собачий. Ладно, давай попробуем. Новая игра. Охуеть как за это. Заблумлено.
A city on the verge of greatness. A new type of city, based not on the man, but on the automobile. The car. A symbol of freedom and vitality. Where every man can own his own home, and have room to breathe, and not be overlooked by his neighbors. A city where a man's home is his castle. A quarter acre of the dream made possible by victory. A city of opportunists. A city of dreams, where Hollywood will shape the thoughts and desires of the entire planet. A city of pioneers. A city of dreamers. A city of undercurrents, where not everything is as it seems. A 20th century city that will become a model for the world. A city that has no boundaries, that will stretch as far as the eye can see. In the Marine Corps, you deal with the chain of command. Mistakes get made, but you deal with them. You know what you're fighting for and that you're on the same team. But dealing with corruption is like chasing shadows. You never know whether the guy you're talking to is on the pad, or whether it's your partner, or maybe even the watch commander. So who do you trust, Cole? I made up my mind a long time ago.
KGBL calling caller 14 Adam. 14 Adam, come in.
Go ahead, KGPL.
14 Adam, see the detective, an ambulance shooting at 6th and Industrial Street. Unit 16 William requests uniform assistance for an evidence search. 14 Adam, code 2.
Roger, 14 Adam en route.
Громковато. Согласен. Да, надо потом VR-версию постримить. Она очень забавная.
Here we go again. They don't request uniforms for an evidence search unless there's some kind of catch. Ever the optimist.
Блядь, ну как же непривычно.
Sunshine himself.
Ручной тормоз на РБ. Очень удобно.
Floyd Rose, homicide. You might back up?
Yes, sir. Phelps and Dunn, Wilshire Division.
We had a shooting took place down this alleyway. We have the Vic, Scooter Payton, a Negro male bagged up and on his way to Central Morgue. Witness says a tall white guy, our shooter, put 2 in the Vic's head and then threw his piece. I need you guys to try and recover the gat.
You want us to
Блин,
look at anyone in
анимации в
particular?
30 кадров
Give it your
записаны,
best
конечно.
shot, guys. The dead guy's a low life. I'm not expecting any miracles here.
And if we recover the weapon?
Bag it and return it to technical services.
You hurry it up, Floyd. We
I'm
got
outta
places
here.
to be.
Happy hunting.
Ой,
This is
как
a
непривычно
fist
с инверсией,
Just
без
going through the
инверсии.
motions. You're probably right. Let's just get it over and done.
All right, have it your way. We'll search right up to the back wall. If you still don't come up with anything, come find me and we'll talk it out. 2 heads are always better than 1.
Ага, мой мозг ломается. Rockstar, ну чего такие ёбнутые уёбки, блядь.
Look at this junk. It's not my job to pick through other people's trash.
Ну что ты вибрируешь?
What have you got, Phelps? Anything?
Бутылку смотрю.
Not much help.
Jesus. Cole, come take a look at this.
Я осматриваю бутылку.
I tell you, I'm jinxed. I always get landed with this crap.
Так, читает ученый. Ха. Опа, я забыл, что здесь такое есть.
Dr. Fontaine, could I have a word?
Of course, young man.
I really enjoyed your lecture, Doctor.
Теперь не слышно нихуя голоса. Давай, 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 сохраняйся быстрее.
Psychiatry seems to have a tremendous amount to offer.
Why, thank you. I'm always happy to receive acknowledgement for my work. The mind is the last great mystery in medicine. Are you thinking of specializing, Mr.
Sheldon, or Courtney Sheldon. I'm only in second year, Doctor. They fast-tracked me a year because of my experience during the war.
Ah,
That's what I wanted to talk to you about. Battle fatigue and collapse under duress. Can it be helped?
I would say yes, given the right set of
произошло?
circumstances. Trauma forces the mind to close down, retreat in on itself. We try to find ways to unlock the mind again through a combination of therapy and drug treatment. Hypnosis and therapy are powerful tools in the right hands, Sheldon.
I've been to visit some of the guys at the VA hospital. A good friend of mine, he's so far away. It's like he's wandering
You
around.
went through a lot together.
Yes, Doctor.
Give me his details and I'll make a prognosis. I have a number of clinics in Los Angeles, Courtney Sheldon, and your penance, for your friend's help, is to come and work at one of them in your spare time, with what little spare time a medical student has. Is that a deal?
Is it ever? I can't thank you enough.
I'm not promising a cure, Courtney. I want you to remember that. Every physician has patients that he cannot hope to cure, for whom he can only smooth the path to death.
Угу.
We're never gonna find it. It's a waste of time.
Да отъебись от меня. Бля, не могу нахуй. Мне мозг ломается. Без инверсии я не могу так играть. Ах, давай-ка. Кстати, а может через Big Pictures можно как-то поменять? А, ну-ка, я ведь могу запустить его сейчас? Сейчас проверим. Например, где он тут? Big Picture Mode. Controller Settings. Так, Box. А, м, Это не то, что я хотел. Бля, да ладно, нельзя, что? М. Ну как же? М. Нельзя тут так сделать, видимо. Сука! Да ну нет. Да, хуй там. Нельзя. Блин, как выйти из Big Picture ебучего? Ебитесь. Все. Буду играть на клавомыши. Похуй. Стройки, управление. Блин, ну тут... Ускорение мыши, скорость мыши. Где-то вот так. Контроллер не нужен. Прицеливание. Че? Автоприцел, чувствительность, режим прицеливания. Клавиатура мышь. Взаимодействие атаковать, позвать напарника, поговорить, перезарядить, перенести, зафактовать оружие. Занять, покинуть укрытие. А дальше где? Текстуру потеряли. Ай-яй-яй. Так, звук ты же сейчас не увидишь, да? Темно тут. Я посветлее будет. Что там с рейтрейсингом? Вроде работает, но как-то, блять, уебищно. Да. Ну и нахуй он тогда нужен? Как там осмотреть? Я все проебал, блядь. Ага, просто смотреть, я понял. А в VR я мог эту тачку открыть, там все посмотреть. Здесь ничего такого не могу. Я, кстати, думал, что она в VR большая, а она, оказывается, на самом деле такая. Блядь, мышка на второй экран. Темнота. Чтобы не отставала. Что? Что произошло? Крашнула игра? Нет, она просто вернулась. Звук колокольчика или символ лупа указывает на то, что я не успел прочитать. О.
Shooter put him up against the wall and blew his brains out.
Hell of a way to go.
Doesn't really matter how you go once you're gone.
Да не похоже на мозги-то. По мере того, как ваш герой получает опыт и новые звания, он накапливает баллы интуиции. Их можно использовать при расследовании дел. Понял. Что ты закрыл-то? Он все еще и зарисовывает. Но здесь где-то ствол лежит вроде как. Ага, вон там.
Ralph, there's something on the rooftop.
How the hell did you see that?
Reflection in the window. Looks like it might be our weapon. I'm gonna see if I can find a way up there.
All right, don't hurt yourself.
Да. Извините.
The gun's up on the roof, right? So we need to find a way up.
Not sure this means much.
What kind of chumps do these homicide guys think we are? Building looks vacant. I don't want to wait around all night for the super to let us in. Is there a way up from the outside?
Не будь пусей.
How you doing, Cole? Found it yet?
А вот и он.
I don't even want to think about what that
Smith
smells
and Wesson, serial S7189.
Смотри, Лесли? Нихуя себе. Два
2 rounds
выстрела.
fired. And instead of dropping it down a drain, our shooter hoists it up here. Interesting guy.
We should follow up on this now, before the perp tries to leave town.
У нее даже дело записано в отражении. Откуда он знает?
We have the gun, Cole. Let's take it back to Central. We could get a commendation.
Could show some initiative, Ralph. See if we can come up with an owner.
That's a long shot, Cole.
It's a pretty fancy gun. You know a local gun store?
Sure. There's a place a couple of blocks from here. Are you sure about this? It's not really our gig.
No harm in doing some digging. The suits didn't seem to give much of a damn.
Such a little Boy Scout, Cole. You can't wait to get out of that uniform, can you?
You'd rather round up drunks and help old ladies across the road?
I'd rather get through the day without the captain's foot up my ass.
It'll be fine, Ralph. You worry too much. Ralph, with me.
Phelps, I'm coming.
I felt some coming.
Get moving, Ralph.
Мышка все-таки медленная. Дорогу. Кстати. Угу. Просить дорогу. Да, блядь, оглянуться. Я понял тебя. Зачем нужно оглядываться вообще в этой игре? Да ёб твою мать, блядь! Что тебе еще не нравится? Посмотреть на цель. Окей. Оглянуться на вот это. Нахуй я так поехал? Где вообще это место? А, мы здесь. А, нет. А где мы? Хуй его пойми. О.
You should take the next right.
Officers Phelps and Dunn. Can you tell us anything about this gun?
Smith & Wesson, Model 27, registered Magnum. Chambered for .357, nickel-plated with pearl grips. Same gun used by General Patton.
You're not suggesting he's the owner?
No, I'm not.
You seem to know a lot about the weapon.
I ought to. I sold it. You know, this piece will stop a rhino. These babies are only available special order. Here's my Smith & Wesson order book.
You mind if I take a look?
Be my guest. This is about something bad, right?
Заказы.
Model 27 with pearl grips, Cole. You see it on there?
27 айтем. Это 22, блядь, а не 27. Это потому что тут семерка. Вот. 5 Altman. Какой 21? Вот. Рукоять в шашечку из грецкого ореха. Ну, наведись ты, ну.
We're in luck. Errol Schroeder, 203 South Glass Street. Ordered the gun in February 46.
Февраль 46-го.
Thanks, you've been a big help.
Anytime. Always happy to help out the LAPD.
Do we call it in?
Let's see if he's at home. Owning the gun doesn't prove he pulled the trigger.
Okay. In for a penny, in for a pound. Lead the way, Gunga Din.
Ебануться. Поехали. Музыка
Now,
громковата.
that wasn't so hard, was it? Just because we're in uniform doesn't mean we can't use our initiative.
I guess so. Seems a little too good to be true. One-of-a-kind murder weapon bought locally using a real name?
Начать дело сначала. Чё? Да, сохранение еще 3 часа будет, бля.
If Schroeder's our shooter, he's no criminal mastermind.
Most of them aren't. That's why they get caught. And 2 out of every 3 crimes are done on impulse.
Another fact from the Phelps Encyclopedia of Thin Air. You really are full of it.
Я так понял, нам надо было поверху ехать, да? Получается так.
Take the next right.
А как, кстати... Да какой заново? Камера. Автоматическая камера, дрожание камеры. Автоматическая камера это что? Ладно, хуй с ним. Как наверх, блядь, заехать? А, ну куда ты едешь? Полиция!
Straight through the next intersection. Straight on.
Я, по-моему, не туда заехал. Двери с золотыми ручками, можно войти. Как его зовут?
Schroeder, apartment 2.
What do you guys want?
I'm Officer Cole Phelps. This is Officer Dunn, Wilshire Division. You're the owner of a Smith & Wesson Model 27, nickel-plated with pearl grips?
I might be. What of it?
Then you'll be surprised to know that Scooter Payton was murdered tonight with your gun.
You're out of your mind. Scooter? He works for me. I have that gun here in my drawer. What the fuck is going on here?
You're under arrest, Schroeder. Cuff him, Ralph.
No way. You're not taking me down for this.
Опа! Пиздец.
You ready, tough guy? Huh?
Ты чё? Скопом будешь
That was
пиздиться?
a very bad move, Schroeder. Ralph, you all right?
I'm fine. I hardly felt it. He's lucky he caught me off guard.
Keep an eye on him, Ralph. I'm gonna take a look around.
Угу. Так. Так. Ага. Ага. А зачем это? Почему я сразу не могу перелистнуть? Ну я понял.
List of names and a series of numbers. Floyd Rose's name is in this book.
Phelps, we can come out of this all bright and shiny with a commendation. Or stick our schlongs in a hornet's nest. Call it in, partner. And leave the book where you found it.
Officer Phelps, badge 1247. Request...
Что с субтитрами? Это опять из-за ебаного этого?
You dumb fucking sons of bitches, get in this line now before I lose my temper.
Excuse me, Sergeant, but...
Excuse me? Fuck you. You say another word and I'll break your fucking head and have you in the brig.
Some of us are here for...
I know why you're here, asswipe.
I'm having a bad day, Private. Some people don't seem to want to get on this bus.
Didn't ask for your help.
He didn't ask for your help. Can you believe this guy? Who are you two? Abbott and Costello?
We're here for OCS, Sergeant.
So it's the three fucking stooges and you're here for OCS. God help this fucking country and the USMC. The Japanese will do the world a favor and kill you quickly. All three of you are on report. What are your fucking names?
Phelps.
Kelso.
Merrill.
Any other gentlemen for OCS? OCS is at Elliott. You take the Camp Elliott bus over there. This bus is for MCRD. This bus is for men who want to fight.
Well, you picked the right place, Cole. A city that needed an honest cop like a thirsty man needed water. You'd heard the stories, but you weren't interested. You were here to fight the good fight, solve cases, right wrongs. The force is like politics. There's no sitting on the fence. You have to choose sides. A brown paper envelope or a Greyhound ticket to Palookaville. It could only ever end one way.
All units to 211 in progress and shots fired at Westlake Savings and Loan, 1415 West 3rd Street. Unit to handle identify code 3.
We'll take that. It's only a couple blocks from
14 Adam calling KGPL. We'll handle the 211.
Roger that, 14 Adam. Be advised, suspects are armed and dangerous.
Roger, KGPL. 14 Adam en route.
Ну, поїхали. Извиняй.
Make it quick, you guys. The cops are here. We gotta move it.
Нихуя себе. А что медленнее сенсу нельзя было сделать? Блять, у меня опять курсор нахуй на втором монитору ехал. Вот это за бред, блядь. Щены.
Take it slow. Backup will be here soon.
LAPD, put down your weapons. The bank is surrounded. I'm offering you a chance to... Stay down. Go, I'll hold it.
Что с сенсой, блядь?
Stay in cover.
That's it? We got them all? I think we got them, Cole.
Пока конченая сенса в прицеливании. Вы чё ёбнутые? Вы чё ёбнутые? Где ее? Только обычной скорости мыши. Прицеливание. Автоприцельная чувствительность. Вот. Ну.
Be all clear.
Блять, не успел.
Lieutenant Hopkins says anytime you reach for the shotguns, you're either going to end up dead or wearing a citation. So I guess...
It's okay, Ralph. You did well in there. I'm glad you had my back. Man couldn't ask for a better partner. This kind of opportunity comes along once in a lifetime, Hank. I have to grasp it.
You have to survive at first, Cole. You're the veterans. The Japs love to shoot officers.
If I can make a name for myself in this war, my future...
Thinking of taking on a company of the Emperor's finest single-handed? You don't seem the Sergeant York type to me.
When I need your opinion, Kelso, I'll ask for it.
They talk about officers like you in boot camp, Cole. They call it the Custer syndrome. Guys who go around dreaming of fame.
Я знаю сержанта Кастера, или как там его.
Our duty is to lead, Kelso.
And their duty is to die for your wonderful future?
У Slipknot есть охуенная песня по этому поводу.
Cole Phelps and Jack Kelso. With some people, it's as simple as chemistry. Two guys who should have been friends, but their personalities got in the way. Phelps, a good guy, wound way too tight. And Kelso, a quiet man who could never walk away from a fight.
Well, it's a shame you don't like to talk about it, Cole.
Ralph, friends who want to stay friends don't discuss religion or politics. In my case, you can add the war to that.
I know that bum. Wendell Bowers. I put him away before. He jumped parole. Get after him, Phelps. I'll head him off in the car.
Да какого хуя? Почему я, блядь? Стоять, блядь!
Why, you watch it! He's hiding in the alley!
А ну тормози, жердяй! Сбивай его нахуй! Бля, Ральф. А что ты делаешь? Что? Почему? Я... Почему ты вниз полез? Где он? Я боюсь, я совершил ошибку. Ну все, нахуй, я его упустил. Где он? Нет, уёбище жирное. Да, бля. Ральф, хуя в него.
I won't tell you again, Wendell. Don't want to do this, Wendell. Get down from there right now. Give it up, Wendell.
Stay the hell away from me.
Ты чё, уёбище?
You fucking asked for it. No way I'm going back inside.
Да ты ёбнутый, Фелпс!
You assholes already screwed me once.
It's over, Bowers. Give it up, Bowers. There's nowhere left to go.
Oh shit.
Looks like we've got the place to ourselves. Come on then. Persistent little shit, aren't you?
Nah.
How you doing, Wendell? Your parole officer's feeling lonely. He's got a hole in his life for an asshole like you. You can make it up to him in 10 years' time. Watch your head. This hump will be back in the Iron Hotel by tomorrow night. Nice work, Cole. You run track in high school?
Флэшбэки.
Part of the tradition of the Marine Corps and being an officer in the Marine Corps is the ability to make tough decisions. The right decision is not always the popular one. The right decision will get the men you care about killed. These ratings and your ability to give them frankly and truthfully directly affect your chances of successfully becoming a Marine officer. Candidate Phelps, you have the floor. Esprit de Corps, Merrill, 10. Franklin, 8. Weiss, 8. Donahoe, 6. Kowalski, 6. Hudson, 5. Kelso, 2. Leadership, Donahoe, 8. Franklin, 7. Merrill, 6. Kowalski, 6. Weiss, 5. Hudson, 5. Kelso, 1. Candidate Kelso.
I'm sorry, Captain, but I joined the Marine Corps to fight the enemy, not get involved in this schoolboy chicken shit.
Kelso, in my office, now!
For every cop, there's the case that makes you. Gives you that leg up. Gets you recognized as the shining new star in the squad. The case that you solve that shows that you have the gumption, the gung-ho, the get up and go to make you stand out from your average rank-and-file patrolman. This could be the one, Cole.
Кто стрелял?
LAPD, could you stand clear of the body, please? Has anyone called an ambulance?
We've called an ambulance and the police, but I'm afraid he's dead.
Okay, stand further back and move along. It's your choice, but make it quick, people.
Hey, Cole. You got here quick.
My beat crosses 7th Street.
Okay. You're first reporting then. We'll get a perimeter going and move the crowd on. You better see what you can find out before the homicide dicks show up. I'll be with you in a moment.
Ну давай.
Everybody stay back. Let us do our job.
Broad daylight, crowded street. Now I've seen everything.
Так. Банк Аркадий остров. Ага. Разведенные выплаты. Блин, ну перевод, конечно, портит. Квитанция на заверенный товар. Если товар полностью не оплачен до 47 включительно, он вводится для продажи. Если я угадал. Ага.
C. Galetta. Layaway receipt. Pearl earrings. Made out to Bank of Arcadia.
Угу. Чем-то обратно засунул. Я не руку хотел осмотреть. Давай уж руку. ВСД, блядь, как же это неудобно.
All right. Yes, it's a dead person.
Угу. Голова, а я только голову могу.
Calling you stupid would be an insult to stupid
Ну нихуя себе. Из 11?
FN Browning. Serial number 01138. Might need to run it by a gun store.
Eagleson's gun store's a couple blocks from here.
You all seem to be standing around. Shouldn't you be working?
Это что лежит?
Show's over. Keep moving all.
Sir, I'm Officer Phelps. What exactly did you see?
I heard the shots. I thought it was a car backfiring. I saw a girl run into the shoe store.
You want to take a look around now? The witness can wait, Cole. We've got the perimeter.
Can I help you, sir?
Да.
I'm Officer Phelps, miss. I'm here about the shooting.
Блядь, теперь не слышно голоса нихуя. Что, блядь, со звуком?
It was my boss, Mr. Gage.
Mr. Gage's first name.
Everett.
And you are?
Galleta. Clovis Galleta.
Так. Угу. Угу. Угу.
You think you could tell me exactly what happened, miss?
I look around the shops at lunch. I was in a store when Mr. Gage, my boss, bursts in yelling that I'm late on my lunch.
And?
We came back. I was angry. I walked in front. I heard shots. I turned and saw Mr. Gage fall.
Блять, ну эти целые анимации, конечно. Сомнение. Вопрос неправильный.
You want to be taken to a police cell?
You're hardly any older than me. Don't you dare talk to me that way.
A man is dead, Miss Galletta, and it's a criminal offense to lie to a police officer. I will take you down.
Что? Как может быть?
Get out right now. Send in one of the other policemen if you must, but I won't say another word to you.
Ты должен был его лже обвинить? Но она врет, но я не хотел так сильно давить, типа. Ботинок.
This doesn't pertain to the case.
Красивый. Я не могу сюда зайти. Окей.
We have the murder weapon?
No murderer. The girl saw it all, but she clammed up on it. We can trace the gun.
Eagleson's gun store's a couple blocks from here.
Thinking what I'm thinking?
Tate, maintain the perimeter.
Опять я поведу. Ну, не могли бы вы съебаться?
What did I tell you about going too hard on the witness? She's a store assistant, not a prisoner of war.
Is that supposed to be funny?
I'm just saying that sometimes you need to pour some sugar on these broads. Little bedside manner can go a long way.
And since when are you the expert? We got the murder weapon, didn't we?
You shouldn't dole it out if you can't take it, Phelps. She was a looker, though. Tell me I'm wrong.
No wonder you're suddenly so obsessed with bedside manner.
Бля, он на другой стороне.
Hey, there's such a thing as soap, you know?
Eagle Sans.
Officers, what can I do you for?
Officers Phelps and Dunn, sir, Wilshire Division. We need you to trace a serial number.
Sure. What's the make and model?
FN Browning, model 1922. The serial number is 01138.
You don't say. Well, I didn't sell it. Europeans love them, but it's pretty rare you find one over here. Although I did have one in here a couple of weeks back.
Remember the owner?
Yeah. Kalu. Edgar Kalu was his name. Thing looked like it'd never been fired, but he brought it in here for cleaning anyway. Then he bought a box of cartridges and he left.
You know where we can find Mr. Kalu?
Told me he was on his lunch break. Said he worked at Hartfield's jewelry store just up on Broadway.
Thanks for your help.
Погнали. Светофоры, конечно, 40-е пиздатые. Ну где ты там, ну? Где это? Мне камера мешает. Где-то вот здесь. Ага.
Officer, can I interest you in a new watch?
Officer Cole Phelps, are you Edgar Kalu?
No. Mr. Kalu is out back. He said he'd lie down. I'll buzz him for you.
Ага. Лови его, блядь.
Son of a bitch! Go, Cole, go!
Hurry, officer! He's getting away!
Привет. Тут чел в стену идет.
Get back here! Lock him up and throw away the key! Too late, Kalu! There he is, officer.
Что? Что? Какого хуя? Что это было, блядь? Я не хочу в него стрелять.
Don't make it worse, Kalu!
Edgar Kalu, you're under arrest for the murder of Everett Gage.
The case that makes you and the case that breaks you.
Hmm.
The one you never solve. The one that keeps you awake at night. The case that gnaws at your guts and ruins your marriage. The case that keeps you propping up a bar as you relive the what-ifs, the might-have-beens, the half-leaves, and the half-truths. The case that other cops murmur about whenever you walk past. The case you never, ever discuss.
God's mill may grind slowly, but it grinds finely, son. I hear it's you who nabbed our malefactor from the shooting yesterday.
Yes, sir.
Then tell me, boyo, I hear you're quite the climber, a man of initiative. How would you like a chance at smiting this man with the sword of justice?
You're asking me to conduct the interview, sir?
I am, young Phelps. You've only been with us a short time, and you've assembled yourself a stellar arrest record. Not to mention the fine work you did in the war, sending heathens back to the hell they came from. but I'm curious as to whether you can turn your hand to interrogation. Takes a certain animal cunning, lad. Do you think you might be ready for that?
Yes, sir. I think I am.
Good man. You need many things for a conviction, young Phelps. A motive, opportunity, hard evidence, and best of all, a confession. If you fail in the former, you can always use a modicum of violence to obtain the latter. How are you feeling, lad?
Fine, sir.
Very good. The evidence is overwhelming. May the cat eat him and the cat be eaten by the devil. Bring me a confession, young Phelps. This is your chance. Don't fail me.
Блять, я сейчас обосрусь, походу.
Has my lawyer arrived yet? I want to see my lawyer.
A lawyer can't help you, Mr. Kalu. You shot a man dead in cold blood. You're going to have to pay for that.
Изучить улики.
Didn't I ask for a lawyer? Shouldn't you be on the phone, officer?
Let's talk about the shooting. Do you deny shooting Everett Gage?
I'm a businessman. I run a jewelry store. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm sure my lawyer can clear all this up.
Интуицию. Это какая кнопка?
You deny owning a Browning pistol, serial number 01138.
I owned a gun, yes, but it was stolen in a burglary a couple years ago. You can't prove I used my gun on Gage.
You had the gun cleaned and bought a new box of ammunition. The store owner remembers you and where you worked.
Is that so? It's amazing what the Nebushes will recall when it suits them.
Let's change the subject. You fasting for Yom Kippur, Mr. Kalu?
Yeah, let's change the subject, you going motherfucker. How about baseball?
You're not denying you're a Jew, Mr. Kalu.
This is America. It's not Germany. It's not a crime.
Жаль.
Some people don't like Jews, Mr. Kalu.
Yeah, and I guess you're one of them.
Gage hated Jews, didn't he, Mr. Kalu?
I don't know what you're talking about.
You left-wing leaning parasite. You expect me to sit here and listen to your drivel?
You call me that? You sit there and you call me those names, you goddamn goy butt snatcher? You and that stup Gage!
Why did you do it, Mr. Kalu?
Gage. He's in the Chamber of Commerce. He's in with all those momsers. He blocked every proposal I ever put forward. Kike this and kike that. He's been trying to ruin my business for years.
Edgar Kalu, I'm charging you with the first-degree murder of Everett Gage. I respect your beliefs and your right to hold them. I hope for your sake the jury can commute to murder in the second degree. May God have mercy on you, sir.
Masterfully done, Officer Phelps. It is just Officer Phelps, isn't it, lad?
Yes, sir.
Then let me have a word with the Chief of Police, young Phelps. The department needs heroes. A shining, honest face the public can admire. I applaud a man with your talent for unwavering justice. Back to your duties for now, Boyle. But here's a piece of advice. Get yourself 2 suits, get them pressed. You'll be needing them.
Опа, это я что, это детективчик? Годен. Ну, вот это костюм.
Here's your new desk, kid. You're on traffic. The hot sheet is posted here, next to the map.
What's his problem?
That's Biggs. He's an institution.
So this is what all the fuss is about. Why couldn't they build a freeway that goes past my place?
They haven't even approved the money yet, kid. The bond issue won't be till December. It'll be years before any of this will happen. Here's your new partner, Stefan Burkowski.
I've heard all about you, Phelps. You go easy on me and let me earn the odd citation, and maybe we'll get along fine.
I'm here to learn, Detective.
He's an intense one, isn't he, Mel? Who's intense? The newly minted detective here, Cole Phelps.
Hi, Phelps. I'll be keeping an eye on you. I could spend a little time basking in reflected glory. Make a change from busting hookers and dope fiends.
Who was that, Commander?
Dope
Roy Earl,
fiends?
chief detective and advice.
Do they all dress like movie stars?
Well, Roy is a movie star. And the whole of the seedy side of L.A. is his audience.
What is that supposed to mean?
Stick with me, kid. You'll find out.
Кид этот пацан. Но я ниже одного возраста, да?
And now some housekeeping. Warm Central Division welcome for Detective Cole Phelps. Some of you guys may know Phelps. He's the cop who broke the jewelry store murder. Stand up and take a bow, Phelps.
If it's all right with you,
That's
sir.
an order, Phelps.
Shh, quiet, everybody.
Phelps is one of only two serving LAPD officers who received the Silver Star during the war. Really gave it those lousy Japanese, eh, Phelps?
I did my best, Captain.
Why are you war heroes always so modest? I've partnered Phelps with everybody's favorite Pole, Stefan Bukowski.
Hope you like work, kid. Bukowski sure as hell doesn't.
Well, that's why we have partners, right?
Okay, can it, guys. Stick with Bukowski. He's a good cop. He knows traffic inside and out. I'm going to start you out with one case. Do okay, I'll give you a couple more. You screw up, you'll be rousting vagrants and running license plates. Now get down to the PE Freight Depot, 6th and Alameda. A patrolman called in a suspicious vehicle. Signs of foul play. See what you can find out.
Come on, Phelps.
Ну, пойдем.
Goddamn captain's making me resubmit the paperwork.
А я могу костюм сменить. Увеличивает меткость при стрельбе из пистолета, пулемета, Томпсона, винтовок, Браунинга, дробовика. Можете носить более сильные удары и выдерживать больше в драке. Может, точнее стрелять из винтовок, гранды, пистолет. М1? Хуя себе, нахуй тут нужен. Давай это, не знаю.
They really pushed you through quick, didn't they? 6 years on patrol before I got this desk. You were here in 5 minutes.
What do you want me to say? I didn't ask for any favors.
I'm thinking of moving up to a 45. I want to stop him with one round.
Canary says he'll sing, but only if I guarantee he walks.
А я через эту дверь выйду. Опять я поведу.
You know this place?
Sure. Near the old gasworks and signal depot in the warehouse district. I'll direct.
All units, a 459 just occurred at 6th and Sarah's. Any unit to handle? Code
So,
2, identified.
tell me a little about yourself, Phelps. Are we friends now, Bukowski? We have to work together. Don't be so touchy.
Grew up in San Francisco. My father was in shipping. Went to college at Stanford, did 2 years ROTC before Marine OCS at Camp Elliott. Shipped out in early 45 as a first lieutenant, fought in the Okinawa campaign. I was wounded, shipped back home, did a year on the beat, now I'm here.
So you won the Silver Star.
I don't want to talk about it.
Now let me get this straight. You single-handedly killed
Этот
40
трек.
Japs on this hill in Okinawa.
No, you were up there all night,
Draped in the flag, knife between your teeth, gun at the ready. Finished? The Emperor Hirohito himself leading the charge against you.
I did my part, 𝚽𝚒𝚒. What did you do?
I kept the streets of LA safe for the people.
Yeah, now I get it. Unfit for service.
Fuck you, Phelps. I earned a bravery citation during the Zuda riot.
Sounds like you had it rough.
I did my job.
No one is saying you didn't.
I did 6 years as a patrolman.
That's the third time you've told me.
А, это да. Что это? Место уличного преступления. Бля, какая же охуенная музыка была в том веке.
11 King, go ahead, KGPL.
11K, a 459 suspect just left 6th and Sarah's. Suspect is a male Caucasian, believed.
Up on the roof, officer. He has a mask on his face. I caught sight when he shoved past me, but be careful. I saw him waving a gun.
Give it up now. Make it easy on yourself. Get the hell away from me.
Его надо было застрелить, я думал просто поймать.
All units, a 459 just occurred at 6th and Sarah's. Any unit to handle, code 2, identified.
Give it up now. Make it easy on yourself. Get the hell away from me. Hurry, you can still catch it. I think you broke my nose.
У тебя примерно 3-4 патрона осталось.
Come on, Flatfoot. Let's negotiate.
How long do you think you can hold out? On your own.
Да, бля. Бля, музыка. Можно переключать станции, интересно? По-моему, тут не было такого. Использовать интуицию. Ай. Не, нельзя. Нормально, нормально. Как-то сглаживания не хватает игре.
That you, Bukowski? Go on through. Parking lot straight ahead.
I need to get back to work, officer.
The detectives are here now. You repeat to them what you told me.
I did the right thing by calling this in. I'm just a working stick.
Just give them your story and you'll be all right.
This is your first case, Phelps. It's okay to admit it if you're stumped. If you don't know what to do next, just come talk to me and we'll see what we can figure out.
Thanks, Stefan. You're okay.
You're okay.
I'm Officer Hart.
Phelps, traffic. What have you got?
Abandoned car, probably stolen. The solid citizen is Nate Wilkie. He called it in.
What gives with the corner?
There's blood all over the interior. Someone's copped a full Broderick, but no stiff as yet.
We have an owner for the car?
The car is registered to an Adrian Black, just north of Bunker Hill.
All right, we'll take a look around.
I'll keep Mr. Wilkie talking, but don't make him wait too long. He's the restless type.
Nice day for it.
Sir, I'm Detective Phelps.
Name's Nate Wilkie.
You found the vehicle?
Sure. Saw it just sitting there. Strange place to be parking your car. Figured I'd better take a look. And then I saw all the blood.
I saw the blood. Так.
Do you know Adrian Black, Mr. Wilkie?
No, sir. That ain't a name I'm familiar with.
А, мне нужно, серьезно?
You ever seen the car before?
Funny enough, I did. A couple of nights ago, it was over there in the parking lot. I know most of the cars are parked here regular, so it kind of stood out.
Опа.
Mind if I ask what you were doing out here?
Well, I work for the railway. I was on my way out to the switch and reckoned I'd take a shortcut.
Ну, вроде говорит правду.
Did you see anybody else in the yard? Maybe somebody hanging around the car?
Nope. I hadn't seen a soul all day till you boys turned up.
Thank you for your patience, Mr. Wilkie. If you don't mind waiting a little longer, I'm sure we'll have more questions once we've had a look around.
5 скрытых машин.
How's the world looking?
Doc?
Detective
Phelps. What have we got?
a lot of blood for a blunt force injury. The victim must be in a very bad way.
Any sign of the guy?
Not unless he's in the trunk of the car.
Ага. Да, свинья. Свинья за 3,20?
Mr. F. Morgan picked up a live pig yesterday?
Ага, это свинячий кровь. Видимо, кто-то решил запугать кого-то.
Nothing significant.
Но эта хуйня причем целая. То есть, если бы забивали... Хотя хуй его знает. Окей.
Victim looks to have lost a lot of blood.
Blood. Угу. Что тут?
Happier times, I guess.
Угу. Кто это? Водительское удостоверение на имя Эдриана Блэка. Банкер Хилл, мужчина белый, 32 года, рост 5 футов, 8 дюймов.
32 years old, married. Sounds like an average guy. What was he doing out here?
Ага. Его очки. Так, там что-то есть, что-то есть. Стензел.
Stenzel glasses. Home repaired by the look of it.
Да? А, да. На резинке, вон, смотри. Окей. Что здесь еще есть? Вроде бы больше нихуя, да? Да подожди ты. Либо я слишком далеко думаю, либо, ну, может быть, кто-то что-то заныкал в кустах где-нибудь здесь, закинул в вагон. Ага. Вот и оно.
Brand name might give us something to go on.
Is someone gonna tell us what the hell is going on? Let me through. I just want a quick look, is all.
Офицер.
This scene is a mess. Could have been a dozen different crimes committed down here with all the bows hopping freights.
What now?
Have a word with the witness. It's not often we get eyeballs in a case like this.
Угу.
We found a steel pipe with blood on it near the car. Do you know anything about it, Mr. Wilkie?
No, sir. I went straight for the law when I saw the car was full of blood.
Я бы еще немного поярче сделал, конечно. Ну, вот так вот, наверное.
When you saw the blood, was it wet, bright red, or darker like it is now?
Darker, I'd say. Look dry already.
Меня выбрать-то я.
You ain't
Ой.
happy what I got to tell? I best be on my way.
Не-не-не. Я с тобой еще попизжу.
The wallet by the car. Was there anything in it when you arrived?
You accusing me of something, mister?
Do you want the patrolman to hold you down while we turn out your pockets, Mr. Wilkie?
Maybe I checked inside that wallet. Not that I was gonna steal anything. Maybe I took a look. But there weren't no money in there. Not even change.
Thank you for your help, Mr. Wilkie. We'll contact your employer if we need anything more from you.
If you have to, I guess. I can't really spend no more time over this.
Somebody's got to inform the wife, Phelps. If you're done here, we'll head over there now.
Мне кажется, жена что-то нас знает. Блять. Oh, shit, man.
Bunker Hill Avenue. You know where that is? Behind Bunker Hill. A couple blocks north of Central Station.
So, what do we tell the wife?
Play it by the book. There's no stiff yet, so let's see how it plays out.
Shots fired off street, help. Chateau and Valencia. Chateau and Valencia. Shots fired off street, help. Unit to have
Я хочу сгонять.
They've gone wrong. Make Black drive somewhere lonely, then give him a tap. But why leave the car? Well, obviously someone got a little heavy-handed.
It's the wrong way around.
Well, how so, genius?
Where is Adrian? If you've gone to all the trouble to steal the car and it goes wrong, you leave the body behind, not the car.
You got something there, Phelps. Doesn't add up.
Doesn't add up.
Read about the guy in the crossing yesterday?
No, what happened?
Over on Lincoln Avenue. This guy's driving along and his oil light comes on. He stops the car and gets out. He bops the hood and...
He's on a rail crossing.
Oh, you got it. He's got his head under there checking the oil, and the Southern Pacific Freight slams into his car doing 90 miles an hour. The car came to a rest more than a mile down the track.
What a pointless, wasted life.
You'll get plenty of blood and guts and mindless stupidity working traffic, folks. And who needs a Second Amendment when we'll give a goddamn fool the license to get behind the wheel of an automobile?
Но в этом и прикол второй поправки, блядь. В этом есть смысл.
If it's a kidnapping, why leave the victim's ID? If it's a murder, why leave the car? The evidence doesn't add up.
Free lesson, Phelps. Evidence will only get you so far. You ask me, the whole thing feels hinky as hell.
What I wouldn't give to have your powers of intuition, Counselor.
Don't worry, kid. Keep watching the master and you'll get there one.
Да далеко там еще ехать-то? Машина ж исчезла, блядь. Передо мной.
Shots fired off streets, help. Chateau and Valencia. Chateau and Valencia. Shots fired off streets, help. Unit to have code 3 identified.
R11K, we'll handle the helm call. Go ahead, KDPL.
Нихуя себе там заливают, блядь.
I see you motherfuckers. Come on up here and get us.
What is all this?
Traffic stop from hell. Prowling unit pulls these guys over. Finds a trunk full of hardware like you do. Loose bullets start flying, and they snatch up the guns and one of the cops. Head to high ground and look at the thing.
And the officer?
Up there. Still alive, we think. Who knows for how long. We'll keep him busy if you can find a way up, sir.
Как же громко, я в ахуе. Меня сейчас застрелят, блядь. Простите, по мне плечо. Чуть не умер, блядь.
$11K. I've been involved in a shooting. It's code 4 here, but suspects are down, and I need an ambulance at Chateau and Valencia. Also notify detective headquarters. I'll need the coroner. My partner and I are okay.
11K, roger on the ambulance and coroner. Detective headquarters will be notified. All units, 11K reports code 4 on the shooting at Chateau and Valencia. Code 4.
Can you drive to this one?
Можно пропустить поездку до пункта назначения, если... Наверное, если ваш напарник сидит за рулем. Так. Что теперь?
Let's go introduce ourselves. You talk to her, Phelps. I'm no good at this shoulder to cry on stuff.
Just a minute.
LAPD, Mrs. Black. May we come in? We have some bad news, and we'd rather discuss this in private.
I'm Margaret Black. We can discuss this in the living room. Please come in.
Your husband drives a blue Lincoln, Mrs. Black?
That's correct.
The car has been found abandoned, and I'm afraid there are signs of foul play.
I knew something was wrong when he didn't come home.
We believe your husband may be injured. We found a pipe on the scene with blood on it.
Oh, no! My poor Adrian!
Does the name Insta-Heat mean anything to you, ma'am?
Yes, it does. We've just had a new water heater installed.
Whereabouts, Mrs. Black?
Just outside the kitchen window, at the side of the house.
I'd like you to try and stay calm and remember everything that you can about last night. My partner and I are going to take a look around. When you're ready, we're going to have some more questions for you. Is that okay?
Of course, officer. Anything to help secure my husband's safety.
Well, let's check the place out. Come on.
Самолет. Ваза.
Incidental.
Он сказал не совпадение, а случайность.
Circumstantial.
Ну это же просто, блядь, ёбаный посвечник. Ну конечно.
Have a good look around. There's got to be something in here to go on.
Давай историю посмотрим. Я, кажется, знаю, к чему это все приведет.
So, you're a friend of Courtney's?
Yes, Doctor. He seems very concerned about you. I have these visions. These blinding visions. I can't get them out of my head. My skull, it feels like it's in a vice.
I want to give you something to calm your nerves.
Чем Герыч колет?
I want to take you on a journey back. I want you to remember the good things about your past. Occasions that made you laugh. Times that made you smile.
Бать, он их наркотой накачивал.
Kavanaugh's. So who brought this home?
Угу.
Maybe Adrian was a patron. R&I should have an address.
Окей.
Operator, message for KGPL.
Putting you through now.
Cole Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I need an address on a Kavanaugh's bar.
Certainly, Detective. One moment. Kavanaugh's Bar, corner of Aliso and Hewitt, south side of Union Station.
Thanks.
Делаешь? Дверь открой. Не открывает. Угу.
This was only recently installed, not 2 days ago.
Maybe it's time we took a look around outside.
Так, и...
A used ticket to Seattle and a suitcase gone missing. Someone couldn't wait to get out of this house. This must be Adrian's.
Угу.
Stenzel. So the glasses are a match.
Николь. Ага.
To my Adrian. This thing gets more and more interesting.
Ну, это те же самые стычки. У них ничего нет.
Separate bedrooms, separate pictures. What gives here?
Ну, блядь, очевидно же. Оксидол.
Doesn't look like anything.
Ну да. Так, по идее он должен стоять где-то здесь, да? Сбоку. Ага. Это не он, понял.
use leaving the thing half finished.
А зачем?
That can't be right.
Не понял. Да ну нет, ну.
So the pipe missing from Mr. Black's heater is the same one that killed him. Huh. Seems like the assailant is a little closer to home.
Так возьми отпечатки.
This isn't what we're looking for.
Блин, тоже хочу такой дом.
I'm all right now, detectives.
Так. Давай-ка изучим улики. Я говорю, изучим улики.
Please hurry. My husband might be injured.
Was your husband wearing his glasses when he left here yesterday?
Yes, he just bought a new pair.
Go on.
I kept telling him to throw those old ones away. He tried to repair them with tape. They looked terrible.
Did your husband tell you where he was going last night?
All he said was he was going to meet Frank for a drink.
So nothing out of the usual then?
Well, he came home early from work. He never comes home early. And he went out early, too. He normally never leaves for the bar till about 7.
Your husband frequents Kavanaugh's bar?
How did you know that? Adrian practically lives there after work.
So Adrian spends a lot of time there?
Up until recently, he's been away in Seattle a lot on business.
We found a receipt in the trunk of your husband's car for a live pig. This receipt was made out to an F. Morgan.
A pig? Adrian runs a tool business. That would be Frank Morgan. God knows what he's up to.
What makes you say that about Morgan, ma'am?
He's the foreman at my husband's plant. A very shady character. I've told Adrian he needs to keep his distance from the staff. They're always out drinking together.
Tell us about the photo of Adrian in the bedroom.
what is there to tell? It's from his most recent business trip to Seattle.
Угу. Что-то ты не договариваешь, да?
You and your husband are in separate bedrooms. What gives? Did you want him out of the way, Margaret?
No, I did not. My husband and I may have drifted apart, but it wasn't my choice.
Какой тяли.
I think you should come clean with us, Mrs. Black. Your husband is missing, and after our search, I'm willing to call the circumstances suspicious. Can you account for your movements last night?
You're not accusing me, are you? Oh, what an awful thing to say. I was here all night, of course, waiting for Adrian to come home.
Блядь, я не знаю. А вдруг она Рилева захотела захуярить, потому что узнала про любовницу? Да почему тут свинья, блядь? Билет на поезд. Да, и еще кто-то захотел съебаться отсюда. Нам еще в бар надо сгонять. Ага, сука. Я не знаю. По-моему, она не врет.
Is there anyone who can vouch for that?
Well, no. I was here alone. I cooked Adrian's dinner and waited, but he never came home.
We'll keep you informed, Mrs. Black.
Блядь, да
Please do,
ладно.
detective.
Костюм, меч правосудия. Что?
You know the way. You can drive.
All right. Where to? Jesus, I'm glad to be out of there.
Mr. and Mrs. Black don't seem to have the happiest home life.
He's too scared to divorce her, and she's too much of a shrinking violet to throw him out. If this hadn't happened, they could have stayed miserable together forever.
You think she could have killed him?
She sure as hell doesn't seem the type. But stranger things have happened.
Hey, I know you.
No, you don't.
She wants a 5-star goddamn.
2 club sandwiches. Thank you, waitress. You looking for someone?
You know Frank Morgan?
Sure. Frank's a regular. He's a loner in the back.
My eggs were running.
Frank Morgan?
Who's asking?
Cole Phelps, LAPD. I understand you're a friend of Adrian Black.
Yeah, I know him.
Are you aware that he's missing?
No, I hadn't heard that. Tough break.
We found Black's car abandoned in a freight depot, covered in blood. You know anything about that, Morgan?
Hell no. I'm sorry to hear that. I like Adrian. He's a good boss.
Please, don't tell me you actually believe this jerk-off, Phelps.
You're lying, Morgan. You were there. And you're talking out your ass, detective. How about you prove I was out at that rail yard?
А правда. Я не знаю, я его зря обвинил. А, вот же.
You were there, Morgan. We found a receipt in the trunk of the car. It has your name on it. We can call the slaughter yard and nail you on it.
All right already. That fool Adrian's fallen for some dame in Seattle. He wanted me to make it look like he'd been attacked.
Where exactly is Black holed up?
No idea. I think he took off for Seattle.
Ты чё уёбище пиздишь? Сука. Билет-то тут.
Lies, lies, and more lies, Morgan. You know where he is.
What have you got that says I know where he is? Well, that's it for me, gentlemen. Over and out.
А чё, неправильно? Блять, я обосрался.
So Adrian isn't hurt? What's with all the blood?
I don't know. It was dark. He must have caught a nick on something. Yeah.
You're lying, Morgan. You killed Black and hid the body. Where is it?
Чё? Да ебал его попался, ёбнулся.
You're gonna need a lot more than that to prove that I heard him. I've had about enough of you two. How about you guys go find another
Пиздец какой-то.
Okay?
This doesn't add up, Morgan. Your excuses don't help. Let's see how you enjoy the LAPD taking an interest in your life.
Блять, ну какой кал.
We tell Morgan. I say he's lying, and whatever hole he's got Adrian stashed in, he's got to go back there sometime.
Он слепой, что ли? Мы же перед ним прям стоим.
Sure left his drink in a hurry.
Too close, Phelps. Way too close.
I bet he wishes he'd rehearsed that story better now.
Now would be a bad time to forget how to drive, Cole.
Да. А чё этот кретин сразу к себе домой поедет?
Where are you taking us, Mr. Morgan?
Let's check the place out. Come on.
Пойдем.
Day one of the big time, and you're already tailing drunks home from bars. You having fun yet? I told you it was non-stop glamour work in traffic, didn't I?
I'm just trying to learn.
Oh, come on, Phelps. Save the creepy teacher's pet stuff for Leary. It won't work on me.
Ф. Морган, второй. У нее что-то лежит, письмо какое-то.
All right. Let's pay our friend a visit. See if he's missed us yet.
Who the hell is that? Will you relax? Jesus, Adrian, I told you, we're in the clear. I'll get it. Ah, shit. It's over, Morgan. Mr. Black? LAPD, give yourself up now! I knew it!
Phelps, go after him. I'll try and head him off in the car. Remember, the gun is the last resort.
There's no point running, Adrian.
Нифига как бегает.
Mr. Black, get back here right now.
Почему вы вечно все убегаете? У вас же не получится съебаться.
It's over, Adrian. Why not just come clean with her, Black? Why the melodrama? I thought it would be easier. No, it just got a whole lot harder. Adrian Black, you're under arrest for conspiracy and fraud. We'll see what the DA has to say about wasting police resources on a wild goose chase like this. You're gonna lose your wife, lose your job, and probably end up in the big house. I hope she was worth it, Adrian.
That turned out to be quite some case, huh? Adrian, what an idiot. You got an arrest and a clearance in your first case, and in fine style, too. Well done, detective. Efficient investigation technique, good public presence. You keep that up and you learn from Bukowski here, you could go a long way in this department.
Ага. Ну ладно. 13-14. Правильные вопросы, блять. Машина консула?
Okay, we're gonna keep this short. I'm already late for the DA. First up, Phelps, Bukowski. We got a report of a brand new Packard abandoned in an empty lot off 2nd Street between Olive and Grand. PR is one Oswald Jacobs says the vehicle was dumped in his backyard. There's a patrolman on site. Get down there and see what you can turn up. Any questions? Good, get going.
The nerve of some people.
Better go earn our pathetic wages.
Rimsky, O'Halloran. Intelligence has information on a stolen car racket.
An abandoned vehicle. We catch all the good ones, huh, Phelps?
Sounds like there's more to it than that. Nobody dumps a shiny new Packard unless they borrowed it without asking.
You don't say. You're on fire today, Einstein.
Very funny.
Come on, my intense protege. Let's go save the world.
А где выход-то? А. Нет. А хотя? Я же могу походить здесь. Вот здесь что-нибудь есть?
kind of busy here, fellas. Move it along.
Извините. Да сколько их тут?
The cop from the newspaper. Gotta have it.
Goddamn Bruins are having a season from hell.
Buddy, you dropped something? Hey, don't mind me.
I like you. People say I have no taste, but I like you.
Здесь секретный костюм.
She wants a 5-star, goddamn right. Hey, you think those vice boys get in on the side?
Mouthpiece first stripped off me at the grand jury. Case got thrown.
Какое большое дело у вас.
Now the DA wants my head.
I say we bust in there and find the goddamn evidence.
You hear about Adrian? Brought him to Seattle, threw him out. Wife says she's gonna take him back.
Women generally show more compassion.
What are you talking about? Adrian dumped on her. He was humping the secretary. Margaret should show some pride.
Pride comes
Согласен.
before a fall, Bukowski. Talking from experience. Phelps, traffic.
I'm Officer Houlihan. Car's down the alleyway, detectives.
We got a call about an abandoned vehicle.
Yes, sir. The car has flags. Might be some kind of diplomatic vehicle.
Has anyone touched this vehicle since you arrived?
No. And that Jacobs bird over there was on station before I got here.
We'll talk with him in a moment. Give us some time to look the place over.
Sure, take your time. He's a sore-headed old son of a bitch anyway.
We'll have to use the registration to trace the owner.
Ага. Аргентины.
It's owned by the Argentinian embassy.
Empty.
Stealing the wheels is for amateurs. Car ring would have stripped it in a warehouse.
Да.
Combination wrench. Must have used it to remove the wheel lugs.
damned if his clothes weren't covered in gunpowder residue. Optimistic, Cole. Oswald Jacobs?
That's right.
What exactly happened here, Mr. Jacobs?
Last night, I was looking out of my window. I like to keep an eye on what's going on.
I can understand that.
You see this empty lot? Damn kids play stickball here. Always breaking my windows. Always asking for their ball back.
Can we get back to the car, Mr. Jacobs?
Don't be impatient, Sonny. Anyways, last night I see this brand spanking new Packard up on bricks.
Did you see who stole the Packard?
Hell yes, I did. I saw 3 goddamn Mexicans going to work on it.
Can you tell us what they were doing?
Using the headlights of an old Ford so they could strip the thing. I yelled out to them, "I'll call the cops." So they loaded up their car and drove off, tooting and hollering and yelling obscenities at me in Mexican.
You speak Spanish, sir?
No, I do not.
Tell me about the car they were driving.
It was an old Ford. I didn't catch the license number.
You look like the kind of guy who notices details.
You're right there. The car was old, but it looked brand new. Candy apple red paint job stands out a mile.
Mm-hmm.
After the Mexicans left, you didn't go anywhere near the car?
After I scared him off? No, I didn't go anywhere near that car.
Да? Пиздец старый. Мне кажется, он спиздил колесо.
You went out to the car. Once they were gone, you had to take a look for yourself.
I was curious. Ain't no law against that. So what if I took a look around that car? You can't be accusing me of nothing.
What exactly did you see them take?
They was working on the tires. That's all that was took.
Mm-hmm.
Why did you take the license plate?
Me? Well, what I do with license plates?
Я тоже не понял. Кол, ты чё? И чё я ему предъявлю, Кол? Я даже не про него говорил, блядь. Хуеть ты, Кол. Я не понимаю, как вопрос тут составлен, блядь. Я ему ничего не предъявлю.
Scratching around in that book won't prove nothing. You should show me some respect.
Thank you for your help, Mr. Jacobs. You can speak to Officer 𝚒𝚒 about signing a formal statement.
When you get the car out of the way, maybe you could come back and do something about those kids.
How about we bring you an umpire's mask? Jacobs dumped the book he was reading in a hurry when we walked up. Curious what he didn't want us to see?
So what next?
Check the car and the surrounds. If this is a crime scene, we don't want anything missed.
Okay, so we have the owner of the vehicle, a degenerate. I'll run John Madsen by R&I.
Возвращенец. Окей, ну полные губки. Я понял. Ладно, беру свои слова обратно. Оливковая кожа, это как? Черный?
Contact details on a William Dewey. This looks like business rather than pleasure.
Угу, его ключ мы нашли.
I think we've wrung this place dry. Let's find a game well.
Слышь, блядь. Уебище. Старая.
Those no-account beaners used to own the whole of Los Angeles, but we ran them off. How about you get on with catching them?
Гнида.
Phelps, 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
Could you run the name Dewey Brothers? Possibly a dealership or car mechanics workshop.
One moment. Dewey Brothers Packard Dealership, 629 Figueroa Street.
Got it. Can you put me through to Michigan 2458, please?
Connecting you now. Hello, can I help you?
LAPD, ma'am. Can I speak to John Madsen, please?
He's at school, officer. What's this about? Is he in trouble?
How old is your boy, ma'am?
Just turned 16.
Wrong person, Mrs. Madsen. Sorry to disturb you.
Messages, please.
There's just one message for you, Detective. A four-door Packard, diplomatic license number Paul Robert 706, was reported missing this morning by Juan Francisco Valdez.
Could you have him brought in?
He's already here at Central, Detective. He's demanding an audience, as he calls it.
Thanks. Can you get a message to Captain Leary? Tell him we'll be in as soon as we can. Thanks for your help.
Thanks for help. Все, поехали.
Can you cordon off this lot until we have the vehicle impounded?
Yes, sir, Detective.
We'll follow up on the owner. Get a statement from Jacobs, and I'll read your report back at the station.
We can visit the Packard dealership or head back to Central and interview this Valdez character. Your call.
Мы в автосалон.
This has got to be the 50th abandoned vehicle call we have caught this year. One more, and I'm going to go crazy.
Not your favorite cases?
You kidding me? This is barely even police work. Of all the bad guys in this city, we get lumped with the ones who can't even be bothered to keep what they steal.
Any unit able to handle citizen reports at 211 in progress. 437 East 8th Street. Unit to handle code 3 identified.
Подожди, а реалистичное управление вообще здесь стоит? Это же вроде было такое, или это в мафии было? Видимо, в мафии.
Any unit able to handle citizen reports of 211 in progress. 437 East 8th Street. Unit to handle code 3. Identify.
Это тут, сука. Хуй пойми, где находится порой.
Easy.
Goddamn Harry thinks he could get fresh whenever he pleases.
Kid, drop that money one more time and you're a goner.
Sorry, mister. It's just my hands are shaking.
Shut up! Get the money in the bag.
Yes. Yes, sir.
Hurry the hell up, will you? Come on. It's goddamn cops!
Careful! He's got a gun!
Ну садись, ну. Ну садись, ну. Ебать. Это кто стреляет? Ой, ебаный рот. Нихуя себе, он ускорился в горку.
Stop here. We're making a break for it on foot.
Как? Понял.
Car 11K to KGPL. Bristol Hotel 211 is code 4.
All units be advised, code 4 at the Bristol Hotel on 8th Street. Code 4.
Это задний двор Джейкоба. Спрятанный автомобиль. Мы где? А вот мы где. Давай найдем спрятанный автомобиль. Я думаю, это плохая идея. Да, блядь, как-то попасть? Так, и где он спрятан?
Look, that's the latest thing.
Нет? Ух ты какой, нихуя себе. Садитесь, уважаемый. Это стиль, блядь. Это машина, нахуй. Куда нам теперь ехать? Ебать, охуеть, пиздец.
Open your eyes!
Ну, извините. Надеюсь, я иду правильно. Пизда.
You're gonna kill someone!
Нормально.
Careful!
Где это, где?
know you pennies is hiding from me. I will find you all and eat you. Yes, sir. Damn! Why these places have so much preparation H? Ooh-wee! Pennies give me speed.
Ну стой ты, блядь. Шоколадный мой, подожди.
Get the hell down from there, you lunatic! You really need to lay off the pills.
Вот это да. Can I skip it? Can.
You can drive.
Don't tell me, let me guess. You were making your way past the lot, caught sight of the new model four-door, and couldn't help yourself. You could see yourself in that car and just had to take a closer look. Well, I can't say as I blame you.
LAPD, Mac. We'd like to speak with the owner.
That's me, William Dewey, proprietor, at your service.
We're investigating the theft of a Packard belonging to the Argentine embassy. Are you missing a combination wrench?
I don't know, Detective, but I know how we can find out. Follow me.
Пойдем. Че у Фелпса лицо такое недовольное?
We keep all our tools in here.
Mind if we look around?
Be my guest.
Так, давай.
You sure you guys aren't interested in a new car? Huh? Maybe a used car. I have some nice used cars for guys in your wage bracket.
Why don't you give us some alone time, Dewey? Go sell some cars or whatever it is that you do here.
Ну вниз же самый, ну. Чё, косой?
It's not right.
Да что ты делаешь?
Wrong size. One left.
Gabriel Delgado is missing a 3/4.
3/4. Молоток. Вот это молоток. Что это? Ветчака, по-моему, это называется. Подожди. А это что за номер такой? А, нет. Да. Да-да-да.
No good. We need diplomatic plates.
Угу.
If you don't mind, we have a few questions.
А,
A wrench from this dealership was used to strip the wheels from a Packard last night, Mr. Dewey. A couple of Hispanics were seen taking parts.
We've had a spate of thefts ourselves. Comes with the location. Thieving bastards to steal anything the minute your back is turned.
чё? Он типа правду говорит.
Like I said, the workshop's too close to the street. It's difficult to keep an eye on it.
Keeping an eye on it.
Where can we find Delgado?
I don't know. Sure as hell isn't here.
Ага.
Address, Dewey, or my partner shoves her head in a car door.
Okay, all right. Apartment 3, 103 Hill Street. And tell him from me, if he ever shows his face around here again, I'm gonna kick his butt from here to
Вытурю.
Kingdom Come.
Что такое вытурю?
Packards are great cars, but this doesn't look like the kind of place favored by foreign embassies. How do you know Valdez?
I don't know Valdez. The embassy bought the car. All I know is he must know a quality car when he sees one.
Что-то он подпёздывает вроде как, да? Угу. Или нет? А, ну да, на консульство зарегистрировано, он не врет.
So Valdez was just driving by and he saw the car.
Yeah, something like that. Happens all the time.
We'll be keeping an eye on you,
Что?
and spreading the word that you
Да
don't want to
как?
cooperate with the LAPD. We really ought to
Почему
take more
нет?
time over the Packard.
У него, блядь, машина зарегистрирована на консульство. Он и сказал, что зарегистрирована на консульство. Почему неправильный вариант-то был, блядь?
Let's head back to the empty lot.
Нихуя не понял, блядь.
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
Do we know where we're going?
Да.
You read this story in the Examiner about the Navy developing three-dimensional movies? What's a dimension? You
Ты
know,
чё?
like a graph. Vertical axis is Y and horizontal is X.
Да, а разработчики не захотели, блядь, добавить по оси X
Third dimension
инверсию.
should be Z. So things would be popping out of the screen. That's ridiculous. Scare people out of the theater. In God's name would want that. I
Да.
don't know. People scoffed at the idea of talking as a color. Look what we have now. Okay, let's see what Gabriel has to say for himself.
I just hope our archangel hasn't already flown.
Isn't he the cop they've been talking about on the radio? What an accommodation.
What the hell is this guy doing?
That's disgusting. Didn't you ever hear of germs?
Where do you see a number 3 marked on that door?
Номер 3.
Here he is, apartment 3.
А ты откуда знал вообще?
Yes.
LAPD, ma'am. We're looking for Gabriel Delgado.
Gabriel?
We're from the police. Policia, you understand?
Yes, I understand. Could you come inside?
Policia.
What is your name?
Ana Rodriguez.
Is Gabriel Delgado here?
Rodriguez.
Ms. Rodriguez?
No. What do you want with Gabriel? Is he in trouble?
Stay where you are, Miss Rodriguez. We need to take a look around.
But he is not here. I have told you.
Check out the surrounds. I'll stay with the broad.
Broad.
So how far along are you, Anna?
Это флаг Бразилии?
Nearly 20 weeks.
Right. So how's it going to be when you go into labor and he's not around?
You are wrong about Gabriel. He will be a good father. Already he works hard to provide for us.
Unless you help us
Difficult to
here,
tell
Anna,
whether
your
it's the
little one
suspect
won't be
vehicle
seeing
from the
Papa
scene.
for a very
Yeah.
long time.
Certainly Gabriel's pride and joy.
I don't think this is going to help us. Junk.
Это что?
Maybe. No.
Да там вроде что-то полезное написано. А у них что, дети есть? А где ребенок? Ага, ты тварь.
Serving breakfast for 2, Anna? You should have cleared up.
Опа. Но это не те.
Valdez gets his wheel back.
Да. Ау, те. Ну, это просто инструменты. А вот и номер. А, нет, Калифорния.
Diplomatic license plates.
Так это они же не бразильские, они калифорнийские. Я что-то не понял.
Not everything here is going to be relevant.
Я тебя понял. Ну, вот все и нашлось. Слышишь, Родригес. Анна Родригес.
We really ought to take more time over the Packard, Phelps. Let's head back to the empty lot.
Зачем?
You're in serious trouble, Miss Rodriguez.
But Gabriel is not here. I have done nothing wrong.
Tell us the truth, Anna. Has Gabriel been here?
I haven't seen him for at least 3 nights.
Пизда. Палка твоя.
You keep lying to me, and I'll send you and
А
your
где
baby
ребенок-то? Я его не увидел.
He lives here, but he hasn't come home. I swear it.
Ну хотя, может, она завтракала-то и не с ним.
Enough, Anna. There are signs all over this place that he's been back.
He was here last night. I have never seen him so angry. He went out to his shed and put some things in it. I don't know what, and I don't want to know. I love him.
Why did he steal the car, Anna?
The customer insulted him. He has his honor, no?
Охуеть. Украденный колес, украденный гаечный ключ, украденный паккарт, украденные номерные знаки. Пиздец. Записная книжка Вальдеса. Что там? А.
Gabriel's been in trouble before. He left you here alone to answer for him, and you expect me to believe that his motive was honor?
Please don't yell at me. I've done nothing wrong.
We found a license plate matching our stolen vehicle in the shed. Add in the assortment of parts, and we can make Gabriel for a dozen other thefts. It's time to get serious, Anna.
You must ask these questions of Gabriel. I know nothing of these car parts.
Ага, ты чё еблом-то вертишь, а? Шлюха ты ебучая. Ну, я тебе могу украденные номерные знаки предъявить.
You're lying, Anna. I think you're a willing accomplice in these robberies.
What proof do you have
Ну,
that I
вообще-то
stole
да.
the cars?
Блять, ну там не то написано, что я хотел сказать. И чё вот я ей предъявлю? Ну, пиздец. Ну, мне нечего.
You come into my house to insult and bully me? I have known many policia like you.
Говори, где он?
Gabriel wasn't at work. Where can we find him?
He said he would never go back. Gabriel is out driving around in his car.
Использовать интуицию. Спросить у сообщества. Что? В смысле? Своевременное использование баллов интуиции поможет вам во время бесед со свидетелями подозреваемых. 93,8% игроков выбрали правильный ответ после того, как они воспользуются интуицией. Да еще бы. То есть это мне не даст правильный ответ, это мне даст огромную подсказку на правильный ответ. Я хочу спросить у сообщества. Это правда? Что?
If you tell us where he is, I will try and bring him in. If we have to track him down ourselves, it could end very badly.
Просто всрал сейчас, блядь, это очко ебучее.
He is out with his chivatos, Julian and Enrique.
Julián y
They
Enrique
race on the corner of First and
Rodríguez.
Santa Fe. I have pleaded with Gabriel to stop, but he would not listen.
As soon as we corner Gabriel, we'll be back for you, Anna.
Правильный вопрос
You
из
had your chance to
24.
cooperate. We know where the kid is. Let's go stop these clowns and get them off the streets.
Блядь, я думаю, это еще квартира. О, сука.
Isn't he the cop they've been talking about on the radio?
Слушайте вы, блядь. А? Суки, а? Твари, а? Экзикосы, блядь, погнали.
You're behind the wheel. Where are we going?
На незаконные уличные гонки мы едем. Сейчас закончим с этой миссией. Пойдем смотреть ютубчик.
What kind of man leaves his pregnant girlfriend at home while he goes off to play cars?
Pregnant girlfriends aren't always a barrel of laughs. Everyone needs to let off a little steam. Some guys wouldn't come back home at all.
Are you talking from experience?
There's the red Ford. That's Delgado right there.
Серьезно? А почему я тут задел?
Phelps, 1247. Requesting assistance at First and Santa Fe. Reports of an illegal street race.
Stay on Delgado. Getting away. Gonna lose him. I'm gonna find you.
Да смотри, что делают. Вы че, звери, блядь?
Kids used to steal cars to sell them. Now they just want to wrap them around a lamppost. The next 16-year-old I have to peel off the sidewalk, you're calling me. I've had enough of those to last me a lifetime.
Delgado is our boy. Forget the others.
А ну тормозы.
Step on it, Phelps. Take him out.
Да как?
Lay into his wheel arches. Come on. Enough games, Phelps. Take this guy out.
Ты думаешь, он уходит постоянно в отрыв? Да блядский ты.
God damn it, Cole. Hold it steady.
Да, вы гоните. Бля. Да ты чё?
Gabriel Delgado, you're under arrest for Grand Theft Auto.
Grand Theft Auto.
Fuck you, puto. You should speak to the maricón. Valdez, I showed him. Now who's a man? I should have burned his fucking car.
You got a foreign dignitary outed as a fruit and a kitty raper, a car dealer we're gonna let slide for the kickbacks, and a street punk car thief who sure as hell won't be taking liberties with other people's autos again anytime soon. That, Detective Phelps, is not a bad haul. You keep your chin low and your hands high, and you keep bringing me clearances just like that one. That's textbook policing, and we need more of it in this department.
А дружку моему ничего не скажет? О, кайф, 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 кайф. Топовая игра. Правильный вопрос 6 из 11. Ну я и обосрался, блядь. Допросив генерального консула Вальдеса, вы, быть может, установили бы и личность вора, и его мотив. Точно, мы же еще не дошли в участок. А мне понравилось на гонках.
You have any plans for weekend Liberty, Jack?
My sisters have been working in Los Angeles in a bomber factory. They're coming down to visit. I'm meeting them at the station at 6.
Good for you, Jack. Are they cute?
They're my sisters, Hank.
Attention! Final inspection before Liberty.
Good job, Kelso.
Are we going somewhere, gentlemen? Full inspection. It had better be exceptional if any of you want Liberty this weekend. Kelso, this carbine. The bore is dirty.
No, it isn't.
Are you arguing with me, Kelso?
Do what you need to do, Sergeant. You know the bore is immaculate.
Weekend Liberty canceled. 2-day field drill. Clean this rifle.
No.
Do you know the penalty for insubordination, Kelso? Jack, don't do it.
Forget him, Hank. He doesn't have what it takes.
Are you two finished? Are you going to clean this rifle?
No, Sergeant. Cole is right. I'm going to stop playing games and join a rifle company and fight the real enemy.
Ну, на самом деле он прав. Нехуй потакать ёбкам всяким. Eventually, a marriage made in heaven. Окей. It's a good enough. На этом мы, наверное, заканчиваем на сегодня. И идем смотреть, что у нас там